was going to say, talk about that line, because most of the scoring is coming from the number one line, other than obviously O'Connor's 2 goals.
Well, how are they scoring
in the third period?
How are Hodgman and Sierzinski scoring? They're feeding off of Hodgman's speed. I mean, this is a speed series for the Komets. They have to skate and use their speed, and that's the matchups in Fort Wayne too. Those guys can't keep up with the Komets line. If you notice, Chalk hasn't had any assists in that either, or not very many. It's been Haji and Ciro. Maybe Chalk forces the turnover in the neutral zone, but they're using their speed. This has to be a speed series for the Komets, and so far they're letting the emotion of it kind of take them out of that.
You know, when we talk about playoff series, it seems like in years past we talked about special teams are key and goaltending is key. Talk about where the Komets are goaltending-wise. You've got, obviously, Boucher would like to start every game, I think. That's his mentality.
And Hahn would like to start every game.
Sure.
But I mean, he's earned it. He's been the best goalie in the league. He had by far the best goals against average. It's a luxury of riches, you know. I mean, you know, and Bouch is fantastic in Port Huron. He gives his teammates a lot of confidence. I would have played it the exact same way. I would have done the exact same thing. 3 of the goals yesterday, I don't really think Tim Hahn could have done anything with. It's, you know, you got to give the other team credit sometimes too.
As far as getting the penalty kill right, I mean, they had the best penalty kill in the IHL throughout the season. So for them to give up 3 goals in a series, I think would be somewhat surprising. But they gave up 3 on Sunday.
Well, here's something you could do. You've got to score on your own power play first, and then maybe you get Port Huron to back off a little bit with the aggressive tactics then, because they're worried about taking penalties. So maybe then you don't get as many penalties. I mean, I think it all focuses at the other end. I mean, they're going around the world with the puck, and it's like, somebody put it on net, somebody get in front, somebody get to a rebound. It really is. Somebody's got to do the dirty work, and right now they're trying to score pretty goals, and they're not scoring pretty goals. Somebody's got to get in front and take a stick to the jaw while they get a shot off. You know, how many times have we talked about over the year? Terry Marchant was great at that. He always was. He had the reputation. People thought he was a soft player, but every time he scored, he was getting his block knocked off at the same time. The Komets haven't scored any of those goals in this series. They've all been pretty goals. They're not going to win scoring pretty goals. You know, maybe you throw Mitch Woods in there in front to get a beating in front of the net and create some havoc there. Because right now, Larry Sterling is seeing everything. I want to see Colin Chalk shoot some more, too. He's had some chances, and he's looking to pass to Haji and Ciro, who are hot. And I think Port Huron's gotten to the point where they're expecting him to pass, too. So maybe it'll open up for him.
When you take a look at the rest of the series, because of Sunday's game, home ice advantage isn't necessarily there.
I still think, I just think, I don't think home ice is relevant in this series.
Really?
No, I really don't. And I look at Nick Boucher as the reason why. I mean, he's so good in Port Huron. He's 13-3. He's got a .933 save percentage in Port Huron over the last 3 years. I mean, that's ridiculous. You know, that's insane. So he negates any home ice they have. And I think Larry Sterling's getting stronger as this series going on. I didn't hear the Larry chants quite as loud yesterday.
You heard it on Thursday.
Yeah, you heard it on Thursday, but it's not as strong as it was. I don't think it's working. I think Larry's getting mentally stronger as this series goes on, and that's the most dangerous thing for the Komets, is if Larry keeps getting better, they're in trouble.
Yeah. What do you look forward to, or what are you looking forward about the game on Wednesday? Because that's going to be a really crucial game in this series.
I look for Fort Wayne to play up there like Port Huron played here. I think Fort Wayne will be conservative. They'll rely on Bouch. They will try to shut down the neutral zone and limit the turnovers. Because let's face it, if they limit the turnovers and the penalties, Port Huron can't score. They might have 1 or 2 guys on the team that has the physical capability of creating their own shot and scoring, but not if all 5 guys are back like we saw in Game 1. I expect the Komets to play that way in Game 4 in Port Huron, and then maybe the Komets are more disciplined, and maybe they're the ones that get a couple power play goals.
Final question. Some guys that you're looking forward to stepping up, and also some guys that have been surprising, and I want to throw Brandon Warner's name in there, because if my math is right, he's +5 already, and I think he's kind of been a little bit of flown under the radar a little bit in this series.
Well, he and Frankie are playing really well. I think Port Huron was concentrating on Frankie and then left Brendan open. And the pass that he gave yesterday to set up the first goal was just beautiful. I mean, that was a 3/4 ice pass with 2 guys coming at him. He had You know, there was every opportunity in the world there for a turnover, and he could have just dumped it off the glass. Instead, he went cross ice and hit I think it was chalk to set up the goal. It was just beautiful. I mean, he made the play, and he's been doing that. I think we're going to see more out of Guy yet. I think Guy's going to step up offensively. He's got to be smart about it and wait for his chances. And I think that could be interesting. I could see Guy getting a backdoor goal off the power play. They like to run that backdoor play where he sneaks in from the point, and he's been staying out high pretty much. I think the Komets will make some adjustments to their power play, and I think that, it's kind of like in basketball, you send a guy to the free throw line, he gets some confidence going there. I could see something like that going. The Komets get a power play goal or two, and maybe that gives everybody a boost.
Yeah, Guy got a goal on Sunday, so maybe that's going to help him get.
And that was kind of a seeing eye goal.
Amazing to get in.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, because Larry was right near the post, he had it covered, he just missed it. Maybe that'll get Guy going.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And again, the series picks up Wednesday at Port Huron, then Friday back here in Fort Wayne. It should be very interesting as the Komets look for their third straight Turner Cup championship. For Blake, I'm Glenn, and we'll see you next week.